Stingray, Java.
Always being able to light up the enemy and putting them in situations where they're forced to make mistakes. His movement as well, super crisp, super clean. There is a reason why Java got sent to the losers side of this bracket. So hopefully Java has got something in store for him. He's had a couple rounds to think and play through. Let's see if let's see what he can bring, what he's learned in a short time in the losers bracket.
Well, yeah, like you said, that was very short. That was 3-0. I mean, I think Java, what the you got a refresher. All right, he got the refresher. We're good. That's already a one stock lead in favor of Java within the first 30 seconds. I mean, that was a very interesting way that Java played against Stingray. But if we remember from the winner's side, Java, I mean, Stingray realistically got a lot of the damage in the beginning, and that is what got them the win. I mean, Jesus, Java, what the fuck? Going crazy right now.
Yeah, definitely doing what he can now, taking down Stingray to one stock. So definitely taking what he learned there in the losers bracket and putting it to good use. Stingray not the kind of person to go down easy, so it's not necessarily going to be an easy 3-0 potentially. But at the same time, it could be. Java going straight in, goes for the ground pound, goes for the double, messes up the ground pound, but messes up the 3-stock. But it does not matter. Java, okay, he's here. Java has arrived.
I mean, look at this. Java goes off, side air in the weapon throw, missed the weapon throw, lands the ground pound, but goes too far in the ground pound for Stingray to get knocked out. But that was a phenomenal knockout coming out of Java. And that was not 3-0, but very close to being 3-0. I would count that as a 3-0 in my book, I would say.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, it's, I guess, technically, quote-unquote, 3-stock, but I mean, at the same time, it doesn't really matter. He gets the win and in dominant fashion as well. So moving on now to game number 2. Stingray is actually going to be switching off of the Zol here, going to be going over to the Bryn. And the Bryn, I think, is actually pretty good, just in general. I think it's a very nice pick, relatively. I don't know if it's a sleeper, actually.
Oh my god.
I will say right now, Java is playing like a man possessed. He is leaving no room for Stingray to do much of anything right now.
I mean, I'm at all for words right now, man. When Java's about the 0 to death Stingray. Okay, not anymore, but still. I mean, Java's is barely in yellow. Stingray is in dark red, barbecue sauce red. And the knockout opportunities for Java is insane, especially off that ceiling. With that recovery. The recovery usually with knockout is a little bit more higher of the color, but now Java gets a sword neutral light, throws the weapon. Stingray able to dodge away from it, but not from the second weapon throw. And Java gets the first stock off of Stingray. And this is mind-boggling to me right now. Java on the winner's side was being smacked in the beginning, and then Java would come back. And now it's a totally different story. And now they made Java go to Bryn.
I mean, it's definitely something that you can do. I mean, you have those picks in your wheelhouse for a reason. Again, Stingray is on the winner's side of this match, so if somehow Java loses or somehow Java wins in this first best of 5, it will go to a reset. But Stingray clearly does not want to let that happen. It kind of looks like he's been taken a little bit aback by how Java's playing. Definitely a much more in-your-face play style, but Stingray gonna close that stock out pretty quick. He will bring them down to 2 stocks for
Yeah, absolutely. Stingray's doing a lot better this round than they were doing last round, but we've seen sets like this, especially in the winner's side where it's even. And where, as they say that, Java's like, nah, it's not even. Just let me knock him out real quick. Gets the side air. Maybe a dare. Store to combo recovery. Okay. But now Java's got a 3/4 of the stock lead. I can't talk anymore. We can't talk abstract. We keep on getting countered by the players' mindsets and their power behind their gameplay. There's 2 minutes in, Java's up by 1 stock right now.
It's literally mind control right now, and you know, English is hard. English is a hard language. But one thing that is something that might be a little bit easier is well, actually no, that'd be harder. It's trying to deal with how you're gonna beat Stingray if you're Java and how you're gonna beat Java if you're Stingray. But right now, Stingray seems to be pretty on the ropes right now. It's a nice breakdance coming in there. Java trying to finish it off with a nice side sig. It does not look like that's gonna happen. The D-light recovery is in, And that is now 2-0 in favor of Java, who came into this on the loser's side, by the way. He's definitely making a name for himself, but we're going to see, Stingray on the Black Knight. Now, this is something I've been waiting for quite a while to see.
Well, and another thing we got to bring up as well is, when we were first talking about it, or talking about them on stream, I knew that they were interested in trying Orion out, or trying Black Knight out. This is the character that a lot of people know them for, especially because they have beaten and upset a lot of tournaments with this character. I want to see how that lance really works out for them again. I'm glad to see them playing it, and it's working like a charm at this damn boy. Look at this. Now Java's in the orange within the first 15 seconds, not even. And Stingray has a lot of opportunities with that lance. There's so much range, so much like nair opportunities. It's got a phenomenal signature set as well.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to see, and this was kind of the pick, that at least for me, that was one of Stingray's most popular picks with the weapon throw. It doesn't really matter what happens. Okay. He's just gonna get stuffed with the weapon throw. The hammer coming in there. And Stingray is getting stuffed right now. There's not a whole lot you can do. He does have a lot of damage built up, however. So it is very much still within his power to take him down, and he does do it. Stingray gonna basically take that one down, and now he has first hit on the stage there. So he's kind of free to do whatever he wants right now, and now that Java has no weapon, it's now time for Stingray to try and make something happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't know, it's a very interesting thing to think about. I mean, this is a minute 10 in. Eden. I mean, Stingray did pretty decently well at the beginning of getting that damage built up on Java. And maybe he's in more so the mental state of beating Java now, compared to the past, 3 rounds or 2 rounds? So, double neutral on Java, silent into down lane, gotta cancel. Oh, it doesn't go for gravity cancel, it goes for a silent down lane neutral sig. Smart combo coming out of Stingray. Tries to go in for some type of knockout on Java's second stock, which will probably happen very shortly. As I say that, down sig. Oh, but does not knock out. Okay, so I still got a little bit of commentator's curse. All right, we still got a little bit of it, but we do see Java come back to that map and go ahead and try to pick up a weapon, fix it up, Stingray in the down lane recovery, and Java gets knocked out of that second stock. So Stingray feels very comfortable on that Black Knight or Orion, and it's very surprising to me how well they're doing with it after all this time of not playing the character.
That is true. I mean, like, as we know, I mean, this was kind of the pick, that in a way put him on the map, being able to take down Sandstorm with this pick and making waves in the community. So to kind of see this kind of pick return in a do or die situation, it's pretty crazy to see. And he has not skipped a beat on that. And he's still going, trying to find the knockout onto Java. He did not go in for it, so he was not able to find the KO, but the weapon throw is going to be there. Java trying to find something on the Stingray. Not going to actually hit down on that side light, though. The D-light recovery will hit Stingray so close to taking down Stingray. Or, no, I just messed it up completely. Stingray will take down Java and will push this to a game number 4. He may be down, but he's certainly not out of this. Remember, he's on the winner's side.
Yeah, that was nuts. Like, I don't know what changed Stingray's mindset. It was something. I think that spear kind of did a little bit too. Just the way Stingray was going crazy on Java with that spear, and it was throwing Java off legitimately, and I was not expecting that.
None of us were at the same time. I mean, like, this grand finals, I think, has been doing a very good job of keeping us entertained, keeping us on our toes. I mean, we saw Java just completely explode in games number 1 and 2. Stingray pulling out the Black Knight in game number 3 to keep his hopes alive. And again, it's not like he's in a bad situation. Again, he does get the benefit of doing another best of 5 if he somehow loses. Java has been doing such a good job of kind of keeping Stingray on his toes, forcing him to switch over to that Black Knight pick. But as you can see, Stingray seems to be having pretty good success with this new pick, and Java seems to be a little bit out of sorts now.
Yeah, I think Stingray's starting to get a little bit of his lead again, especially at the beginning of each round. That's where we saw Stingray absolutely pop off, and Stingray's showing it. I mean, is this the pick that we might see from Stingray going into official events or future like this future tournaments in general, officials, communities, we'll have to see. But I mean, Stingray's just absolutely wrecking Java on his second stock with that spear 3-piece combo. Oh, Darren misses, but Java lands the side air, throws the weapon. Stingray is unable to come back, but does get a decent amount of damage build up onto Java before getting knocked out that first stock.
Yeah, I mean, as weird as this might seem, I don't know if Stingray might be pulling this out in future tournaments, only because he only pulled it out when it really needed, when it mattered the most, essentially, when he's about to get taken out 3-0. That being said, I'm not necessarily going to say that it's an impossibility. He's been doing pretty well against Java, who is a very, very top tier player in North America. So this is definitely something that we can be seeing from him in the future. And it seems to be doing really well. Java really does not seem like he has an answer for this pick at all. It's kind of like, you know, was back in the earlier when they faced off in the winners final. It just seems a bit more now as Java had this renewed passion coming into this game, and now it's kind of just getting stuffed out by Stingray as he finds the hits onto Java right now. And he is very close to getting taken out. Might happen right here with the side air. It will connect. And just like that, Stingray pushes us to a game number 5.
That is huge to think about, though. I mean, Java was up by 2 that game. That was a phenomenal knockout coming out of Stingray, and they almost had at the beginning, and they just did this, was it a side light or down light in the side air knockout? That was pretty much it. All right, there we go. Now gets back to the ledge, neutral light, side air. It didn't even need it there. That was awesome coming out of Stingray. But this is a situation, ladies and gentlemen, we're in grand finals of this tournament. This is a best out of 5 matchup. What's Java going to choose? I think they're realistically going to be choosing that regular BOUT. But I don't know. I think Java's getting caught off guard by that spear. He needs to find a way against it. It's very fast, very effective. I have not seen Stingray throw a lot of a lot of attacks that have missed. Right? That ratio is very, very high of the amount of hits that they land. Right? So we'll have to see. I don't know. Java does choose that BOUT again. What map will they go to? Realistically, yeah. if you're Java, you would want platform maps.
Yeah, maybe, but at the same time, I mean, you just gotta be able to play there. I mean, whether or not there are platforms, you might want to, yes, get those platforms to try and throw your opponent off guard, kind of force them into these weird situations. 3, 2, I think Java's very confident in himself, willing to go on that Brawlhaven. As we see Stingray, I think that's where I think you can see the benefits of his movement coming in. I mean, it was kind of evident with the Zol, but now with the spear even, it is even more evident because you're getting a lot of opportunities to get that damage down, a lot of opportunities to really build up that damage lead. And as you can see, Stingray, how he's playing this game right now is it seems like he's very cautious. He's always looking for opportunities to really get in and make something happen. That being said, Stingray does take a slight damage deficit right now, so Java, for now at least, seems to be able to contain him, but I'm not hopeful for if this game continues past 30 seconds.
I think right now Java's kind of now realized that they needed that little bit of a break, and we'll definitely have to see what happens here. Java trying to go ahead and get this first stock knockout. Stomp Cider coming in. Weapon throw. Java controlling that platform, making Stingray have to, oh, he missed the side light. He ran into the ledge, but he did not miss that side signature, and Stingray is going to go ahead and knock the first stock off of Java.
Yeah, and that's the first step right there, and Stingray not going to get taken out by himself, or rather get taken out by Java, as he will go down to 2 stocks now. So definitely I think the closest, or it feels like it's the closest of the 5 games so far. They're definitely playing with a lot more respect. They want to give each other the respect that they deserve. Again, both these guys are pretty top tier players in North America, so you want to be doing that. But look at the movement on both of these players, being so elusive and always finding opportunities to come and try and get that damage build up. But as you can see, Stingray taking a little bit of back by that hammer, going blow for blow, back and forth. And this is a grand finals. This is a game 5, and things are going pretty well, going pretty swimmingly, I'd say, for Stingray right now. I mean, he has a slight damage lead. He goes in with the fake, the fake out, takes down Java. Now he's there at 1 stock, and I don't think I've seen him use much of Lance at all since he's gotten into this Black Knight.
No, because the spear is what's screwing Java up. It's not the lance. Like, the lance Java has been around Cossacks a lot to the point where they can just counter it. I don't know. Well, we'll see that. We'll see after the weapon pickup from Stingray, but I don't know. I mean, this is something very English. I don't know. It's very interesting to see. I mean, if Java goes ahead and wins this round, we go into a grand finals reset, but while Stingray definitely has an advantage, it's definitely possible for Java to either get a Gemp or a knockout option on the Stingray.
Yeah, and you see those you see those harass options, Stingray being able to slightly outrange. Java has to stay on Stingray right now, because if he gives him any opportunity to set up the spacing, it's going to be hell for him to try and deal with this. Now Stingray seems to kind of have stabilized a bit, and that is exactly what he did not want to have happen. Java gets taken out. That's the reverse 3 games, and that will be Stingray taking the championship, as he will be your 1v1 champion for Moose Wars Art of Sorcery.
And that was just phenomenal coming out of Stingray and Java tonight. They both have done extremely well, and those final sets were insane. Stingray but Java got the first 2 rounds of this set, and then Stingray said, you know what, I'm just gonna reverse 3 rounds you. I'm gonna play my notorious Orion. Java made Stingray pull out his final form, in my opinion, when it comes down to choosing that Orion. I think that's definitely going to be very interesting to see how Java realistically and how Stingray realistically use that information in future tournaments, because we love having Stingray around, we love having Java around, and this time around Stingray won. Congratulations to Stingray.